The fitness industry loves you and your money, but I can tell you one thing for sure. It doesn't give a shit about you and your long-term success. And you know why? Because they value money over anything else, and they know that when you fail in their program, that you're not going to blame them, you're going to blame yourself for not getting through the program properly. And next year, when you're ready to do it again, you're going to buy the next, latest, greatest product that they're willing to sell you. Because a lot of the people that are out there are just experts at sounding like experts. I've been in the fitness industry for 20 years. I've seen a lot of crazy stuff, and I absolutely refuse to do the things that 80 or 90% of the people in the fitness industry are doing. Just trying to dupe you into believing that their product is going to solve all of your problems. The reason I'm so passionate about this is because I've had numerous people come into my studio after years of searching for a solution to overcome whatever obstacle they were presented in their life and really just bring the fun back to their life or bring athletic performance to their life. Whatever it is their end goal is, they're massively frustrated. And they sat across the table listening to a story one day from a prospective client that told me this 2-year story on how he was trying to fix a problem with his heel and that his lifestyle wasn't standard. He didn't fit in a little box, but here was everything that happened with his foot and how it got there. And as I was listening to that story, I couldn't help but roll my eyes at the industries that he connected to. He connected to the fitness industry, he connected to alternative medicine, he connected to the rehab industry, all to try and solve this problem. And nobody could figure it out. At the end of his story, I looked at him and I said, I hate to tell you this, but your problem is word for word in a textbook that 60 or 70% of those people that you contacted studied. It wasn't an obscure problem. It was just a complacency of an industry that is built around earning money and exploiting insurance programs. I put together a program that encompasses what I call the 6 pillars of a healthy, active, fun life. Now, these 6 pillars are all of the divisions of things that you need to at least look at if you're going to try and make a sustainable, fun, active, healthy, pain-free life as much as humanly possible. Does that mean every pillar 100% applies to you? You need to dive in head first? Absolutely not. But the video series that I'm going to hand to you, if you want it, it's free, I'm not charging for it, is going to walk you through what each pillar deals with and give you some ideas of how to get it right. There'll be some handouts that you can use for your own training to really try and find a sustainable balance and to be able to make sure that the training you're doing, the exercises you're doing, and all of the other things, nutrition and mindset and all these things, that you're addressing them in the right way to establish a routine that will lead you to long-term sustainable success. Pillar 1 is mindset. So for those of you that struggle with motivation, or for those of you that have just been training with the wrong target in mind and are getting injured. Pillar number 2 is nutrition. A hugely, vastly complicated array of things are out there right now. And what we're going to go through is the 10 habits of really just healthy eating in a sustainable way. Pillar number 3 is going to talk about making your body smarter before you try and make it stronger or faster or bigger or smaller for that matter. It's probably the single most overlooked thing in the health and fitness industry. Onboarding processes. I have an onboarding process for people that start working with me that takes a few weeks to get through. It takes a few weeks to teach your body how to be smart, to pay attention to your posture, and not just posture where you're standing around. It's posture when you're doing exercise. How do you manage that posture properly? Pillar number 4 is we're going to go through energy and recovery. There is a rash of these programs that are out there right now that are just pushing for high intensity exercise. And again, people are getting injured. I see them in my studio all the time, coming from other programs because they got injured doing whatever crazy workout that somebody said they should do to lose weight. I'm going to show you, give you examples of what kind of cardiovascular training is out there, what you should be doing to target the best benefits for your life. In the fifth pillar, which is really the flagship of how I put this all together, I'm going to show you a different way to train. Not necessarily different exercises, but a different mindset, a different target. I call it skill-based strength training. Really, every time you train, you should be working towards making yourself better at whatever activities that are going to make your life better. You should really be going to the gym to improve your body's skill level and strengthen your body's skill level, which is why it's called skill-based strength training. In the last pillar, the sixth pillar, I'm going to talk about logistics. How do you put it all together? Like, how do you make sure that you're not in the gym for 2.5 hours a day trying to be successful? It's completely ridiculous. It's completely unnecessary. And the people that are training in that high of volume, first of all, they're not training the whole time doing that. They might be at the training center working with different professionals. But they're really trying to get the last 1% or 0.5% improvement in their performance because they're Olympic athletes. I'm going to assume at this point that you're probably not an Olympic athlete. And if you're young and you're an aspiring Olympic athlete, then you should definitely build yourself the proper framework before you engage in super high performance training. So if you're interested in finding out how to really create a sustainable, fun, healthy, active lifestyle that's going to give you lots of rewards and is going to give you time to do other things, I promise you, this video series is going to give you information unlike anything else out there. The health and fitness industry is just rampant with all kinds of crazy stuff out there. And all I want to do is help clear the air for you a little bit so that you can decide what to do, what's best for you. So sign up right away. We'll send you the first video. And from there, if you have any questions or comments, you'll be able to post your questions and comments. And again, this program's free. I'm not charging anything for it. I hope to see you in video 1.